Yesterday I spoke with my cousin Jerry, who has lived all his life at San Juan Capistrano and has a story to tell about the relationship between the natives and the missions. And it haunted me all day long.
But the Juaneños were forced to build that. Like my 5 times great-grandmother, she was removed from her village. She was brought into the new boundaries of Mission San Juan Capistrano. She could never go back to her culture, her religion, her way of life, nothing. She had to stay at the mission.
My day began with another spoke replacement project on the floor of my hotel room. The day ahead would be 46 miles between San Clemente, where I overnighted, through Camp Pendleton Marine Corps Base, up a spur to San Luis Rey Mission, and then down to Encinitas, where I'd spend the night. That meant that the day would be spent along the coast, which I was really looking forward to.
See the curtains hanging in the window in the evening on a Friday night. Little light is shining through the window, lets me know everything's alright. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. See the paper laying on the sidewalk, a little music from the house next door. So I walk on up to the doorstep, through the screen and across the floor. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind.
Trip to Mission San Luis Rey took a little longer than I expected, and I arrived there about 1 o'clock-ish. The nice lady at the gift shop stamped my credential and was very kind to me. She gave me some hints about what was open and what was closed and what best for me to see. And the grounds are extremely well maintained. The church is beautiful, the buildings surrounding are beautiful. There's a Franciscan seminary as part of the grounds and some ruins of former adobe buildings. Of course, a garden, and then also a cemetery. And the cemetery is nicely maintained, but it included one monument that troubled me. Monument to the Native Americans who were buried there. Throughout this mission walk, there have been reminders of Native American history. Along the way, I've seen murals and signs and monuments, but somehow all the individual European settlers' tombstones contrasted with the one monument to hundreds and hundreds of Native Americans. And I had to think back to my conversation with my cousin Jerry.
So anyway, they're forced to build this mission, and I'm sure it had to be difficult. I know I couldn't have done it because nothing was the same again. So then they build this mission, and as the years pass, this love affair, this good marriage, it forms, and the mission becomes theirs because I don't think they had anything else left. So they took great pride in that mission. Everything was theirs.
And they loved it, essentially.
They loved the mission.
Yeah.
It was theirs. It was their home. And they formed a good relationship. I think they were able to adapt to Catholicism because so many of our ceremonies that we do today, and I'm involved in, we use the burning of sage, which is similar to the church's incense.
Yeah.
Fire is very important in our ceremonies, which is they're candles in the church. We've always referred to a trinity, more or less, but when I open my prayers, even in the Catholic Church, I don't care what they think, it's in the name of our grandfather creator, in the name of our elder brother Jesus, and in the name of the Great Spirit that will be forever. The church sort of looks at me like, how dare you? But sometimes I say it when my cousin's celebrating Mass, and I dare him to ever say anything to me.
Your cousin, Father Jim?
Father Jim Nieblas.
Okay.
First Juaneño priest, by the way, ordained to the priesthood.
As I continued on down the coast, I thought more about what Cousin Jerry had said about this complicated history of the California missions and the natives who were here before the missions were established and were so changed by the establishment of the missions. And I thought about how this is not just the story of the California missions. It's really the story of our country, because it happened so many other places as well. There's a deeper story about who we are, this deeper story of this land. And when we marvel at its beauty, we have to always remember to marvel at how this complicated history has put us together here, and then vow to care for this world in honor of the people who ushered our way in and who live in our faces and our neighborhoods and our mission communities and our churches, even today, part of the beauty of this world around us.